Today we are ranking every assault rifle in Fortnite history from worst to best. There has been quite a few different ARs in the game over the last couple of years, so we're going to be ranking them all, starting at number 29. I've gone with the Flapjack Rifle. This was a high capacity, heavy hitting assault rifle that dealt high structure damage. Not useless, but I just didn't really like using it, and to be honest, I never used it at all. Number 28, Primal AR. This was in Chapter 2 Season 6 with the Primal season, and a lot of the loot pool from this season was not very good, and this was one of them. Number 27, Infantry Rifle. Might be a little bit harsh, but I just thought the damage output wasn't that good. It just wasn't a really good weapon to use, and I think there were always better alternatives in the game, so I never really enjoyed using it. Number 26, First Order Blaster Rifle. This was obviously one of these Star Wars themed weapons with the blasters, and again, it wasn't very good, that's why it's low on the list. Number 25, Makeshift Rifle. This is very similar looking to the Burst Assault Rifle, but it is just a regular AR, nothing special, so it had to be quite low on the list as well. Number 24, Thermal Scoped Assault Rifle. This one isn't too bad, it's got the good scope so you can scout enemies, but it wasn't the best in terms of damage, fire rate, it just wasn't very good overall. Number 23, Pulse Rifle. This was a fast firing weapon when hip fired, but it was a slow firing weapon when aimed, so it wasn't the most convenient weapon to use. Number 22, the Sideways Rifle. This was a rifle that gained damage the closer it got to overheating. Not bad, but not the best. Number 21, Hammer Assault Rifle. This had a very unique recoil pattern, and it wasn't very good either in my opinion. Number 20, the Scoped Assault Rifle. This was in the game since the beginning, all the way during the early seasons of Chapter 1, and the scope was quite cool, the damage output was okay, but nothing special, and I feel like a lot of people never really used it, just because you'd much rather use a regular assault rifle, so there wasn't really any reason to rock this in your loadout. Number 19, Stark Industries Energy Rifle. This was in the game during Chapter 2 Season 4 with the whole Marvel season, and whilst that season was good, I don't think this weapon was a very good one at all. Although it was unique, it definitely wasn't anything special. Number 18, Ranger Assault Rifle. This is just a bog standard rifle, does the job, but it doesn't really stand out that much, so it's just in the middle of the list. Number 17, Nemesis Assault Rifle. This one is also very similar. Decent damage output, okay fire rate, and it's just a normal weapon, so it's nothing really that stands out. Number 16, Striker Assault Rifle. This was a low damage, high fire rate weapon with projectile shots that used medium bullets as always, and it had a headshot multiplier of 1.5, so again it's just a normal assault rifle, nothing really to mention that stands out. Number 15, Warforged Assault Rifle. This one was a little bit better in my opinion, it did have a few different versions, loads of different rarities, and it was decent. Number 14, Twin Mag Assault Rifle. This was an automatic firing scoped rifle that had a double-sized magazine for an extra fast reload, so it was useful in that aspect, and I did like using it. Number 13, Heavy Assault Rifle. This did good damage output, and especially with headshots, this thing could laser people doing 90 plus damage, so especially if you had the higher rarities of this weapon, it was very good. Number 12, Combat Assault Rifle. This one is also a good weapon, good fire rate, decent damage, the recoil is okay but not the best, so I put it a little bit higher on the list, but for me I do prefer the Tactical Assault Rifle, which is coming in at number 11. This one with the legendary rarity is so good to use, it's got the scope, obviously you can mod it as well, which is a little bit unfair because with a lot of the other weapons on the list, modding wasn't a thing, so it's hard to compare them with that, but this Tactical AR was very good and still is a great weapon to use. On to the top 10 now. Number 10, we've gone with the Suppressed Scar. This was released back in Chapter 1, and it's literally just the Scar with a suppressor, so it's good, but not as good as the regular version. Number 9, LMG. This was a 60 round fast firing light machine gun, did lots of damage, shreds through builds, and overall was a good weapon. Number 8, just the regular assault rifle. This is as simple as it gets. Was in the game since Season 1, and this went up to blue rarity until obviously then it was upgraded to a scar if it was purple or gold rarity. And this is just good, but it's not the best, but nostalgia does give it some bonus points because it was good fun to use back in Chapter 1. Number 7, MK7 Assault Rifle. Fast firing AR with the red dot sight, functions similar to the combat AR. Number 6, Burst Assault Rifle. This was also so fun to use, and when you had the higher rarities, this thing could actually be really useful. If you hit headshots, you could deal some serious damage with this, and it was a good and fun weapon to use. Number 5, we've gone with the Scar. Everyone knows about this. The purple and gold rarity of the assault rifle was the Scar. Good damage, and overall it did a lot of good things that you want an assault rifle to do. Now we're getting to the really good ones. Number 4, Meowscles Piaowa Rifle. This was introduced in Chapter 2 Season 2 in Catty Corner, where you could eliminate the Meowscles NPC and get this rifle, which was very similar to the heavy assault rifle, obviously a mythic version, so it was very good. Number 3, this one's even better, Ocean's Burst Assault Rifle. Also during Chapter 2 Season 2, you had to eliminate Ocean, and this was at the rig, and this was a mythic weapon that was so overpowered. You could literally do so much damage with this. The mythic burst, it just felt so good to use. Number 2, Sky's Assault Rifle. This was also Chapter 2 Season 2, and this could be obtained at the Shark. And this was such a good weapon. As we mentioned, the Scar is a good weapon, and this was a mythic version, so even better. Fully automatic, flexible, and capable of handling all types of combat scenarios. High rate of fire with solid accuracy when aiming down sights. One of the best in the game's history. And at number 1, it is of course the Machinist's Combat Assault Rifle. A weapon that was introduced more recent in Chapter 5. And this was modded to reduce recoil and maximize magazine size. This is surely one of the most overpowered weapons in the history of the game. Feels like there is literally zero recoil on this. It's got a great scope, amazing damage output. It doesn't get much better than this. Very overpowered, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree has to be number 1. Again, a little bit unfair to compare with some of the older weapons, since modding wasn't really a thing back then, so you couldn't have all of these capabilities on weapons, but still, this has to go number 1. Which assault rifle do you think is the best? Let me know in the comments below. And for now, there's a lot more videos on screen here. Make sure to click another one to keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.